The day today, the price of oil comfortably above $85 a barrel, a gain of 2.5% roughly, or $2.05. The question is, where does it go from here? And joining us with an updated forecast from his group to give us a sense of where he thinks crude oil is going, John Kiduff, a CNBC contributor, but a senior vice president and head of energy at MF Global. And you have updated your forecast for the price of oil. You had thought perhaps we'd see lower prices in the fourth quarter, but now that's changing, right?
That's right, Bill. We were looking pretty good there. For most of the year, we had been targeting 83 as a top, right around the time period where it occurred last month. And we thought from there there would be sufficient demand destruction and other factors at play, and seasonal factors at play, that would help push crude oil lower during the fourth quarter. Clearly, we have another leg higher here, and I think we're going to see $100 a barrel oil now before the year is out for several reasons.
$100. Let's be clear about this. You think $100 a barrel before the end of the year?
That's right. That's right. For a number of reasons.
Right,
first of all, the financial levers that are being pulled out there work in favor of high oil prices either way. If the Fed cuts rates, which then does damage to the dollar, that pushes crude oil up.
Right.
If the Fed doesn't cut rates because, lo and behold, the economy is not as bad as we thought, we saw a nice rebound in the jobs picture, for example, last month in this most recent report, that pushes oil prices higher because the global economy, the U.S. economy, better off than we thought, and global energy demand then stays strong, keeping the heat on producers and these prices.
But wait a minute. He asked naively. I always thought that oil prices were based on supply and demand. OPEC is pumping as fast as it can right now. Certainly demand's going higher, but they're trying to keep the supply high enough to meet that demand right now. Are they going to not be able to keep up with demand in the future?
Well, no. It's a big problem right now. They're very challenged at the moment. OPEC actually suspended individual country quotas last month because there's so many production problems out there in Venezuela, in Iran, and some of the other countries, Indonesia, that is causing this to happen. I have to tell you, though, Bill, early in my career, this was an easier game. There was a lot of crude oil on the ground or in storage. Prices were low. Now I hang on as much economic reports as Leisman and the rest of the economists that you have on your program all the time. It's a new ball game. Crude oil is an asset class, and it's also an event risk play.
I was going to ask you, I mean, this forecast doesn't factor in a geopolitical event or some kind of risk?
It most certainly does.
It does.
It's factoring in, too.
But it doesn't have to happen for it to go to $100 right now.
No, I think that'll be a key catalyst. I think it'll accelerate the time frame for the $100 print that we'll see, whether it's this coming conflagration with Turkey and northern Iraq, the Kurds in northern Iraq, what happens to the southern Iraq production as the British pull out of Basra, the only place really in Iraq where we're getting a lot of oil. And the push seems to be on from the Cheney wing of the White House to get some kind of military strike against the Iranian Quds forces. If we come into headlines one morning where there's a military strike of any kind on Iran, that will be $100 oil day.
And again, this is not some fringe organization making this forecast today as well. So we're giving it our strictest attention at this point. John Kiduff, always good to see you. $100 a barrel oil by the end of the year. The new forecast just out now from MF.